camera's working. Hi, it's Eddie from Eddie's Pottery. What I'm going to do today is I am going to make Plaster Paris molds. Plaster Paris molds to reclaim and reprocess my pottery. You see these molds down here? These molds down here, I made these rascals several years back. Those ones down there. And what I do is I make a liquid slip out of Plaster Paris, pour it in the mold that I have, and then well, I make the mold first and then make the slip out of the reclaimed clay. But what I've done here is I bought this mold, and it's from Pure and Simple, and it's it's, I don't know, 2.5 inch thick mold. It's called an large eclipse mold, and I use it to make my Plaster Paris molds. And what I've done is I've taken Murphy's oil soap, got a sponge wet, poured soap all over it, and then I rubbed the soap on the inside of this. What it's doing, this adds as a lubricant for when I pour that Plaster Paris in here. When the as soon as the Plaster Paris is dry, I can turn the mold over, and voila, it's just going to slip right out of there. It's not going to stick. And that's one of the main problems that a lot of people will have when they're using Plaster Paris. So you don't want the Plaster Paris to stick to anything you're going to be using. Now, one of the other things is when I pour Plaster Paris into this mold, what I'm going to be doing is I cut some screen out of I bought a small roll of screen, window screen, and I will put it in here when I pour that Plaster Paris to help sure up. This is just a nylon. That's to help keep that Plaster Paris mold from ever breaking. So, and believe me, I've broken one right in two, but it still works, but not as good. So hey, what I'm doing is I'm trying to get everything done ahead of time before I mix up the Plaster Paris, because it dries really fast, and I want to make sure that I get everything done. Okay, these bags of Plaster Paris, they're 25 pounds a piece, and what I've used, this is what I had left over from one of the other ones. I've got a now if I stick this on here, it's going to weigh right at about 8.5 pounds. So, and that's with this bag of Plaster Paris. As you can see, they're 25 pounds. Total weight is 25 pounds. I've already used most of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use about 12 pounds of Plaster Paris to 4 pounds of water. And actually I think I've got 4,000 mils of water in this container right here. So what I'm going to have to do is take some out of this bag over here, and okay, as you can see, there's about, I'm hoping you can see this, back off just a little bit. Yeah, there's about 4 liters of water here, and I've got about 12 and a half pounds of Plaster Paris. Boom. So, hey, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to take the water. I'm going to put it in the bucket first so that Plaster Paris doesn't automatically just seize up when it hits the water. So it'll get nice and smoothie, creamy, whatever, you know. So I'm just trying to get everything done so I can fill up that mold. So And I'm only making one at this time. I'm going to make more though. That's just it. I have made any of these. Might have been 4 years. It's been a while since I've done this, so hey, but hey, that means something's been working right. That's all I got to say about it. So, start getting some of this poured in. All right, there we go. I got some of it poured in. It's called all of it, all or nothing. All right. Well, hey, I might be a little bit sloppy, but I tell you what, it'll clean up. That's all I know. This stuff will set up in 10 to 20 minutes. 20 minutes is max, so you got to be quick on what you're doing. If you don't know what you want done, you're in trouble. So, alright, I think I've about got this rascal mixed up really good. So I'm going to get my mold out there and get that sucker poured in, and I'm going to be done with it. Hello, hello. Alright, take my mold, boom, 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 boom. Now, oh, this sunshine is bright, 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 bright. Move that over just a touch, like so, yeah. And I've got my fancy screen I'm going to be putting in there. And alright, pour this in. Now, get this. I'm going to set that rascal in there. Make sure she goes in good. Hey. Oh yeah. Make sure it goes underneath the liquid itself. That way it'll keep everything nice and strong. That's the key factor. Nice and strong. Not done. I'll let this set up and I'll pop that rascal out to show you the final product. Thank you. Okie dokie. This is one that I made 3 or 4 years ago. You know, turned out pretty doggone good, and I'm still using that rascal right now. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get the one that I just finished pouring, and it's out here. I gotta see if I can get this out of there. Oh, by the way, the gentleman's name, and a lot of you probably know him or know of him, and that's John Brett. That's who, who was showing how to make in his early videos, he showed how to, to reclaim clay. And, it's a wise investment is what it is. It's a very wise investment. So, I'm just having a degree of difficulty trying to get this rascal apart. That's okay. I mean, I've got a whole, I think this is number 7 plus that I've made. I don't, you don't need a whole lot of these to get the job done because you keep reusing them over and over and over again. So, but yeah. Here we go. Ah, that looks pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Oh yeah. That's nice. That is nice. So, yeah, that's nice. And hey, it's gonna turn out really good. And what I'll do is when this gets totally dry, I can whip up a batch of reclaimed clay, turn it into a muddy slip, and pour it in here. Let it fill up all the way, and then this plaster Paris will suck all the moisture out of that clay to where you'll flip it out of the mold, and I'll run it through my pug mill. I mean, but you don't have to. You can take it and you can wedge it and knead it, and hey, then it's ready to use again. So hey, this is, I just wanted to show you what can be done with a little plaster Paris, one of those molds. And hey, you can make the mold last for a long time. I haven't had any issues with it, and I've had it for about 4 years almost. So and I'll make more. Be here before too long, because since the COVID has kind of relaxed. I mean, it's still dangerous, so, but here in a month or two, I'll start classes again. Hopefully everybody will be healthy, well, and we can all stay that way, so I'll be starting some classes up again, and I will be reclaiming all my clay, because most students, they don't care where the clay comes from, just as long as they've got something to play with and make their projects with. So hey, thank you for watching Eddie's Pottery. Bye for now.